What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and woo, we got stylus devices for the iPad Pro 12.9. And today I'm just going to be doing a yearly roundup of which ones I have really enjoyed using throughout this year. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Okay, so first and foremost, we got the Apple Pencil up here. This is the OG of OGs for the iPad. We know that this is the most functional. We know that this one is the one with the best pressure sensitivity. Actually, none of these other ones have pressure sensitivity, but this one is the best all around because it is made by Apple for Apple. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some alternatives because I have a few out here on the table. Now, first off, this one from Zagg. This one is the Zagg Pro Stylus. It charges through USB Type-C. It has a stylus tip on the back as well as stylus on the front. Now remember, none of these third parties can be connected to this device or can write on this device unless the Apple Pencil has been disconnected or the Bluetooth is off. I repeat, these third-party devices cannot be used unless Bluetooth is off or Apple Pencil is not connected. Zagg Pro Stylus is really a good functionality, good featured because it has magnetic capabilities. It sticks to the top. You can use this magnet. It does not charge via magnet, but you can take advantage and store your pencil on the top. It does not support pressure sensitivity. As I mentioned, none of these third-party styluses do, but what it does have is that tilt recognition. That is one of the biggest things. And tilt recognition is something that you can take advantage of, especially when you're in the Notes app or when you're using Procreate. So this stylus from Zagg is probably one of the most functional that I've seen. You get an all-day battery in here and you also have quick charge. So go by and check it out. I'll be sure and drop a link below. But yeah, this is a good alternative to that $100 plus Apple Pencil. So this is one that I have been using for the longest. This is the Logitech Crayon. Now, don't let the form factor fool you. Don't let the shape fool you. This is probably one of the best alternative stylus out there. The form of it actually gives you a good hold on it. It's kind of flat and wide, so it gives you a good hold on it while you're using it. And the color scheme, which you know orange is my favorite color, is probably one of the best. Now it's just hard to keep up with, so I normally keep it in a pouch or in a bag or somewhere close by. So this thing charges through lightning, so you gotta have a lightning adapter. They do not provide one in the box with you, so that is one of the biggest downfalls. If you don't have an iPhone, you got to go out and get a lightning cable for this device. But long lasting battery, all day life on this thing. I've had no issues with it. None of these devices are Bluetooth, but they still work with your iPad. And earlier this year, I was actually able to pick up this one right here. This is the Adonit Note UVC. The reason it is called UVC is because on the back side of it, if we can get this going, there is an ultraviolet light that is made to clean the surface of your iPad from any harmful or dangerous bacteria. And let's just show you, once you flip it over, it goes off so it doesn't hurt your eyes. So that's very good for functionality, and it actually really works well. Now, if you're a real artist, not like me, I doodle from time to time and I just make a few creations. But if you're a real artist, these pencils are not going to be for you. You're going to want something with pressure sensitivity, such as the Apple Pencil. And I feel if you're using this for real art, you can afford to go out and pick up the Apple Pencil. But if you just want to try some of these out, third party, and Adonit has a really good one here. Only drawback is it connects through micro USB. So you have to charge it up through micro USB. If you lose that micro USB, you are pretty much done for. And most people don't have extra micro USB just kind of laying around the house right now with everything going to USB Type-C. But this is still a good functional device that you can use with your iPad. It's not magnetic, so once again, you got to keep up with it just like the Logitech. But that's pretty much it as far as that. It has that UVC light on it. It supports pretty much any kind of writing that you're gonna do, but the tilt functionality is a little wonky on that one. So if you're looking for tilt, these two are really not the way that you're gonna wanna go. But this one, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. Out of all the third party, and I just did a full review on this one not too long ago, but this one is the U Pencil by Uogic. Now, this one has a little bit of a surprise because if you remember from my full review, this one is magnetic, which it connects to the top of the iPad, and not only that, it is Bluetooth, so it acts as a camera shutter when you want to take pictures. So let's say you open your camera up, and right now it's going to be black because I got it on a case. But if I want to take a picture, you can see it. Press the top, and it snaps a picture. And not saying that I'm going to be taking pictures with this device, but as you know, all of these devices will also work with that iPad mini, which I love so much, which I keep in just about any bag that I take anywhere. And the iPad mini's form factor allows you to pretty much be able to take pictures on the go. And by using this, you got your own personal shutter right there wherever you go. This probably is the best third-party stylus out there with one exception. So this is probably the only issue that I have with it is this little charging dongle. You pretty much gotta keep up with this because that's the only way that you can charge this device up. So if you lose that little dongle, guess what? You're not gonna be able to charge this pencil that you have right here. So that's probably the only drawback is the way that you charge it. But price-wise, all these are really great. I'm gonna drop links below so you can check all them out for yourself. Tilt functionality on this one, tilt functionality on this one is a little off, a little wonky, it's a little sketchy at times. And this one is probably just the most fun to use just because of the shape of it. I just like to draw and write with this one on a daily basis as well. But we know the king of kings is the Apple Pencil. This is the one that Apple intended to be used for this device. This is the one that gets the most recognition. And this is the one that, yes, I pretty much have everywhere that I go just because of the simple fact is it can stick up there and it can charge. But these are also really good options. So links will be below so you can check all these out for yourself. These third-party stylus will work on any iPad from 2018 all the way up. So I'm not going to throw out all the versions or the generations, but any iPad that supports Apple Pencil from 2018 all the way to 2021, you will be able to use these stylus on those devices. And going back a little bit further, you can use it on the iPad 10.5 Pro. If anybody still has the 10.5 Pro, the first Pro model that came out, you can use it on the 10.5 Pro as well. They all will work. So hopefully this has been able to help someone out. Links will be below to all these devices so you can check them out for yourself. Until next time, be sure to give me that big thumbs up and please subscribe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.